going to look at Twitch.
Hi, Twitch. We're
Hello,
here.
Twitch.
Sorry it took us a little bit. But yeah, here we are. It was kind of a shorter session last week. It's going to be full length, hopefully, this week.
It felt fully long last week, though.
It did.
It's because it was heavy.
Because it was heavy as hell.
I didn't realize that scene at the end was like 20 minutes long.
Ugh, so
I
good.
really need
Holy
to go back
shit.
and listen to it.
So yeah, why don't you folks give me a rundown of last week? While I launch a little bit.
Journey sent a letter.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That's where
letter.
we started.
we made
Journey sent a letter
camp.
to...
Yeah, we'll use that awesome Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow feature.
Yup.
Yeah, that was cool.
By the way, about that, I had a realization about that last night, just for fun. It's intended to be like a little pocket of home. The first time Willow has felt the feel of home in months is also the place where she had her dream for the first time. And speaking as somebody who has insomnia sometimes your bed becomes a place of stress just thinking about it, about the fact that you might not be able to sleep. So even if it should be comfortable, sometimes when you have anxiety, it is not. So that's a fun thing I might play with Willow, just so you guys know.
Ah, wonderful.
Because that occurred to me yesterday.
I've given Willow anxiety.
You have.
Look, you've ruined
Aren't you
a perfectly
proud of
good
yourself?
druid. Is
I
what you've done. Look
am
at it.
proud.
Look at her.
And that's the
Look at her.
second
She's
thing that
got
happened.
anxiety.
Willow got that dream thing,
Yes.
Yeah.
which she
Dream
really
really
didn't
was
want to
hard.
talk about.
I had a dream where I dreamt that I was the beast at the end of the world, which is fun. I dreamt that I was Heart.
Yeah.
Uh,
We woke up. We brought Yvain back to the village. And Ellie and Jan collected herbs and such and materials to help stabilize. Journey went to go get reward for ears.
I gave everyone their gold. I
Yes.
probably slipped it into Willow's money pouch during the
Aw.
conversation at some point because she really wasn't in the state.
No, not to talk about money. And then we all went to the back of the house and had a very deep conversation.
you also, I believe, had a conversation with your mother, right?
Very, very briefly, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a little bit more.
Lullaby.
And we still haven't. We still haven't told Ellie about the whole. No, wait, did we?
We did.
We kind
Because
of
of
did.
the
We
letter.
did a
Okay.
rewind.
Because of the because of the letter.
Because of the
So
letter.
Ellie knows, but has not fully talked
Process.
about it yet. Yeah, hasn't fully
Cool.
asked.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna jump back into that scene outside.
Oh, right back in. Okay.
We're
hold
going
on,
right back
trying-
in, unless you want to do.
Right back in.
We can go to the next day if you really want.
I just don't know if there's much more to say for that scene.
There is
Yeah.
not, probably. So yeah, we'll wrap up that day. Yeah, Revna puts together the necessary ingredients and is able to get that concoction for Yvain, and she'll be mostly good in the morning, excuse me.
Hey, Nemo.
Yeah?
If I don't sleep, do I have to take a point of exhaustion?
Yes.
Okay.
Ellie does not have to sleep
I don't.
because of a
But
tarot
what?
card.
I got a tarot card.
Oh,
where
And
I
you
can
can
stay up.
You
Yeah.
just get to stay up, no consequences.
Yep. And I get to cast vibe check once.
And you get to cast the best cantrip, vibe check. My favorite cantrip.
Remind
I
me
give
what
you the link?
what a point of exhaustion, Jez?
Okay.
Disadvantage on checks, I think.
Well,
yes, 1 point is
eventually.
disadvantage on ability
Eventually.
checks.
It's at the back of the PHB in one of
Okay,
the.
I'll just look at the PHB.
1 point of
'Cause-
exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Because it gets progressive when
Mhm.
things happen.
Yep.
But just
Yep.
one is
Oh, my book is falling apart at the seams.
I
Or
never
rather,
can find
it's
anything in
at the
this
seams.
book.
All right.
I
so,
am very familiar with the book.
Willow, do you sleep or do you try to sleep?
Oh, I think she does. I think tonight it is not a conscious decision to not sleep. I think she lies awake in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I dropped my pencil.
If you want, we can
No,
roll.
you're-
What?
You can roll wisdom or constitution if you want to leave it up to a roll.
No, I'm making this decision. I'm deciding she
Okay.
didn't sleep. I think
Sounds
she
good to
tries
me.
to sleep, but is just too anxious about dreaming again. So she is awake, and I think she gives up and like gets out of bed pretty early, like earlier than most everybody else. Like the sun is barely peeking over the horizon, and I think
Mhm.
she's just gonna go outside and like forage, restock her bug stash, and like
Bug stash.
whatever like wild
shit.
plants are edible.
Mm-hmm.
So she has a stash of snacks.
I'm going to ask you to roll for that, but first we're going to check in with Ellie. Ellie, what are you doing for the night?
I guess I'm not sure. I imagine he would probably also try to sleep, but is just too much energy
Mm-hmm.
for some reason.
Yeah.
So what would he do? He'd probably like go out back and just like I really don't know what he would do. I think for a while he would probably go out back and just sort of like train almost, just kind of going through the motions with his sword. Or with the new great sword, just trying to get a feel for it still.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then rest of the night uh he might just kind of sit out and just stare at the sky.
Yeah. At some point, as you're staring up at the sky, you start to see like a little tinge of like sunset purple.
Mhm.
Sunset or sunrise purple in the sky, and you're like, oh, maybe it's morning. You feel like you're awake. But then it goes purple, and then you take your eyes away from the sky, and you're in a very green place. You're still sitting on you were sitting on a log, and you're still worse are sitting on a log. But the log is covered in moss and toadstools. It's not rotting, but it's just got them like friends, little friends. And just the vivacity of all the green around you, how suffused the air is with that sense of growth, reminds you a little bit of the singing wood. What do you do?
um shit. I get up and try to look around.
You look around. Behind you, like a few yards behind you, behind where you were sitting, um, you see what looks kind of like an arch made by two trees twining together. And outside of the arch, you can see trees. But these don't look like you actually don't see trees. You can see a plain, and you can see the real Chthon night sky. And then it's daytime. And as you look at this gate, you see a group of figures start to pass by. They don't look at the gate, but they pass close enough that you can recognize. One of them is a minotaur, definitely, and another one is a firbolg. You recognize your father's party. As they are heading past this gate, you don't know where, but you would presume towards the Sang Isles, towards the beast at the end of the world. And then they pass out of view. And then you start to see a dark figure approaching, running, first on 4 legs, and then rising up onto 2, and you see Nalim running right at the gate. And they reach it, and they reach their hand through, and they grab your arm. And you look down, and you see your hand is not yours. It's a green hand. It's an orcish hand. Nalim tries to pull you out through the gate, but your hand stops, as if some force is keeping you in, repelling you. And Nalim snarls and pulls, but lets you go, pulls back, and sets their nails, almost like claws, into the middle space in this gate and begins to rend it open. And you blink, and you're back outside in the night, and the sky is still dark.
What? Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's gonna sit there for a second. And try to process that. Uh what time of night is it?
It's oh god, what time of night is it? It's most of the way through. Like, it's probably gonna be morning. Probably the sun's gonna start rising in about an hour.
Okay. Um okay.
For
This is
those in
why
Twitch who don't know, Jess just messaged Nemo. Next time you DM me a question about my backstory, I'm not going to answer you.
fuck off.
I don't know what's happening. Oh my god. Okay.
You'd see
Does
my
Willow
notes right now.
I have a nice little page.
I have they're fairly neat, but the further into that they get, the handwriting gets very large and all over the place and illegible.
Yeah.
That's how
Okay.
D&D should be.
Does Willow look like she's asleep?
When at night is this?
Before
Sorry?
dawn.
An hour or
I
two
think
How
before
before
Willow.
dawn?
I think you start to hear Willow. Actually, I think this is around the
Okay.
time Willow starts to get out and do her foraging.
Okay.
Willow, make a survival check for me.
Cool. By the way, that me not sleeping means I don't get to redo my spells, right? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see.
I don't.
Because it's not a long rest, technically,
Yeah.
Well,
right? Is it? How does that work?
weirdly,
Right.
if you choose not to sleep, then you get a point of exhaustion. But a long rest doesn't actually need sleep to happen. It
Okay.
just means doing light stuff.
Okay. So
And
yeah, I mean, I
generally
was
you
just
get
lying there.
yeah, and generally you can meditate and redo your spells at the same time of every day, right?
Okay.
You get new spell slots kind of at a long rest, but you can also choose which ones are prepared once per day. I think it's weird. I've got multiple editions in my head.
I mean, that sounds right. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Survival, you said?
Yes.
$15.
Yeah, you're able to find a pretty good supply of bugs and foraged snacks.
Cool.
And you see Ellie.
Oh, good morning, Ellie.
Hi. Yeah, good morning. You're up early?
Yep.
You okay?
Yes.
Roll deception.
Also at a disadvantage, right? Because I have my point of exhaustion.
Uh-huh.
6.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what time the shops open? Are there shops? Nemo, are there shops? I don't remember.
Not really. There
Is there
are
like a general
people
store?
who do things.
Okay.
No, there really isn't.
Okay, never mind that question.
There's just like there's people that you can get things from, and it's whenever they wake up. Like
Okay.
there's people who
Got
do,
it.
yeah. It's a very small village.
Would you like a bug?
I'll take one at this point. Ah,
Okay, I give him a
we
bug.
have. Thank you. Yeah, once Journey wakes up, oh boy. You're not the only one having some weird dreams, I think.
Great. What did
Yeah,
you
I'll explain. But I think I might have figured out a little bit more about Nalim.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I didn't sleep really last night either. I feel fine though. Um, but I had a very weird vision. So once Journey wakes up, I can explain. Do you need help looking for bugs?
I think I'm about full up on the bugs.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I think eventually actually how early does Journey wake up generally?
Uh, I don't know, maybe 7, 8, or 9, depending on where he is, what the circumstances are.
All right.
Probably not at dawn, but if he's in work mode, probably not too late. So nearer 7 than 9.
Yeah. Yeah. I think actually Ellie and Willow, you see Yvain step out of the cottage. Not probably about half an hour, maybe an hour after dawn, after the sun fully rises.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, she strides out in the back. She also has her long sword. Uh,
We haven't met her awake, right?
nope.
No.
Cool.
I forgot how I described her. She's an elvish woman. That's how it
Elf.
goes.
She's you said that she was sort of like not the wiry is what you said.
Wiry, yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She sees the both of you and says, "Hello, and thank you, I believe."
Oh, yeah. Yes. You're welcome. Uh it's good to
Yvain,
glad to see you're okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, glad you're up
Uh
I
and
also
not
glad of that.
dead.
Better to
Mm.
be, better not to be. On the whole, though some things can't be helped, I say.
You
Where's Jan
feeling
got
all
off
right
to?
today?
Oh,
Oh.
much better. Uh,
Hmm.
they went up to your house to go clean up. Everything was sort of out of
I've
sorts.
told them I can leave my house in disarray if I want, and I can fix it even if I get stolen by some dark season beasts. It's not their time. It is not the time for them. They keep getting up earlier and earlier. Thought I would have a few more weeks at least.
Do you have any suspicion why?
No, I don't know anything about the dark season beasts besides that they come out in the dark season, and apparently they're liable to rip your door right off its hinges.
Maybe you need a better door?
She just looks at Willow.
I mean, I'm not judging. Where I come from, I don't have a door or a house.
You don't have a door or a house.
Nope.
And you are from.
Um. 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 Near Last Gate.
Hmm. Well, that explains a lot of things I hear about Last Gate.
This is Ellie, by the way.
Good.
Well, we don't
It's
we don't have big fucked up bears there, so you can sort of get away with just finding a good tree.
Trees in Last Gate.
I said near Last Gate, just outside.
Just outside of Last Gate is Last Gate, as far as I know. But I'll
Yes.
never go there. That is too far a trek for me. Even,
Yeah, it's
how far was I
pretty
into the mountain?
far.
uh a good what hour or
Day
so
travel?
from here? Yeah.
A
Yes,
couple hours travel?
even that's too far for me. I haven't even been to Gadu in, oh goodness. I haven't been back to Gadu since I moved here.
Wow.
What can I say? I like living the small town life.
Oh, we didn't. You told us your name. We didn't say ours.
Oh, yes.
No, you didn't.
I'm Ellie.
I'm
Ellie.
Willow.
Ellie and Willow.
And this is Yarrow.
And Yarrow goes to give Yarrow a little yeah.
Yay.
Good to meet you, and thank you again for my life. Those beasts are nothing to fuck around with.
There's certainly a lot.
Well, I'm gonna head inside and see what I can do to repay Krish's hospitality. I haven't had the opportunity to make use of it much, but seems I needed it now. So, better to settle my debts. See ya. She heads back inside, and I think it's at
Bye.
this time that Journey probably winds up waking up
Mm.
sometime around then.
Do I see Yvain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yvain is in the kitchen.
I spent my evening last night, distracting myself, trying out the pan flutes, playing, sharpening swords, doing that's it, but using up all 4 hell sites just periodically, sometimes just in a way of paranoia, what the hell's around, sometimes just trying to get a closer look at that goddamn column of fire in the throat. I don't imagine I'm going to find anything. I'm just familiarizing myself and seeing what's what.
Nope, you don't find anything in addition.
In that case, I will kind of, upon seeing Ellie and Will, I will. Good
Ellie
morning,
and
you
Will are
two.
outside. Do you head outside?
Good
They're
morning,
outside.
sleepyhead.
Good morning.
Well, I don't know that he will actually. He might. I think he's just gonna plop down at a table and and get something hot to drink.
Understandable. Yeah, Yvain is making a hot tea. Says good morning.
Good morning. You are Yvain.
Yes, I am. You're?
You are awake.
I sure as hell am.
Try to stay that way.
Well, I can't do it forever. Bad for your health.
So I've heard. I go by Journey.
Good to meet you. And
Likewise.
thanks.
Yes, indeed. Well, quite worth the trip.
A beer?
Ellie, Ellie has a friend here, and the friend apparently is an old student of yours.
That would be Jan.
Yes,
Not too
that's the
many
one.
swords folks in this place. That's why I chose it.
You chose to come out to a place with very few sword folk.
Uh-huh.
Because your skills would then be in demand?
No.
You simply wished for solitude.
Just smiles. Didn't say anything to that.
That Journey
comes into the...
does that hum. That's not Arak, that's Journey. He just and goes back to drinking his tea.
Jan smiles a little bit.
Oh, Jan's in the room. Okay.
Not Jan. Sorry,
Oh.
Yvain. Yvain smiles a little bit more and winks.
Good boys.
And yeah. Krisha winds up waking up. And starts to try to usher Yvain away from the kitchen, and Yvain's like, no. I'm feeling much better. Due to our your temporary resident alchemist. I don't believe I've gotten an occasion to meet her. In the time that she's been here, I keep up to myself. But I will have to thank her when she wakes up. Yeah, so Krisha unsuccessfully tries to shoo Yvain away. Then Krisha busies herself with setting up the table.
I imagine Ellie and Willow wander inside at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, you wander back inside.
Ah, good morning, you two. Taking the fresh mountain air.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
It's
Good morning.
it's 7. I don't.
I know. I'm aware.
You people never have to sleep.
So, breakfast.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll get that out for you in just a moment.
Cool.
Um.
Journey's gonna check his pockets.
But
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing that you didn't put in there.
Okay.
Willow eats a bug.
I think Krisha. Let's roll and see. Yeah, no, Krisha doesn't. Krisha doesn't clock that. Not Krisha. Vane doesn't clock that. There's too many NPCs. Vane might have had something to say about that. Her
God.
mind. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not subtle about it. I
No.
just fully
No,
crunch
Yvane's
it.
just busy.
Okay.
Yvane is like busy prepping breakfast. Yeah, she brings out some omelets, some eggs for everyone. Yeah.
Aw.
So we know the magic items are magic, right?
Yep.
Okay. I might experiment with one of them. Journey
Oh.
will actually say. Journey will actually talk to Ellie and Willow, saying, "We've got these things. I might try and figure out if I can see what they work, what they do."
Is that safe?
I mean, I'm all for it. But how are we planning to do that?
Well, I was figuring I'd take them out a step into the woods and experiment.
Just poke at it.
Basically.
I'm absolutely for this.
How do you know it won't explode?
We don't.
I don't. That's why I'm taking it out into the woods a little bit.
Do you have a plan for if you accidentally set a forest fire?
No.
Do you also have a plan for if you accidentally curse yourself or something?
Oh.
What if you turn yourself into a dark season beast? What if you turn yourself into a bag of skin, a bag of holding? What you don't know? You don't know. What if you?
Willow.
What if you? What if it turns you into a stomach?
I have a stomach, you know.
Well, yes, but you, just none of the other stuff. Just the stomach.
Well, then I suppose I'll have to talk to people in hell about getting myself another body now, won't I?
You won't be able to. You'll just be a stomach. You don't have a mouth.
Oh, so you're talking about a living stomach?
Yes, just a stomach. What I'm saying is, what is your plan for if it goes wrong? Because these are frightening. These are magical objects that we found in a cave of scary bears that used to be
is
people.
true, but the more I think about it, the more I feel like they were less created there by the spirit of that place and more created separately and offered up as offerings.
What if it
to
literally
the
has
spirit
the
of
ears
place.
on it?
That
It has
one,
the symbol on it.
that one I was planning on holding off on messing around with.
Well,
as much as I want to
actually hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna interrupt for just a second. Nemo,
That's me.
there are we know two separate kind of symbols of heart. Like there's the ears, and then there's what happens when they became the beast at the end of the world, right?
The beast at the end of the world doesn't have a symbol.
Remembering that wrongly?
There is not a symbol for the beast at the end of the world. The beast at the end of the world is not a deity and it is not worshipped.
Okay. Right.
The symbol is of heart.
Okay.
Yeah. the deity that
Why did
was.
why did I have in my mind there was a symbol and then a corrupted symbol? I don't know. It comes from somewhere. So that's wrong then.
All good.
But it's useful in another way in that I know that Heart was at one time just a very overworked deity.
Uh-huh.
Right, and then that this was a cult worshipping the
Mm.
god,
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
Not.
beast.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Which kind of implies that they existed pre-beast, maybe? And then okay. Cool.
hmm
Cool.
I'm sorry. You were saying something, Ellie.
Uh, I was gonna say, as much as I do agree and definitely want to test what these things are and what they do, maybe to uh assuage worry, Willow, maybe we find someone who can identify them for us first.
Maybe we combine that with whatever trip we're going to have to make. I'm assuming back into the city to find someone for your mother, Ellie.
Right. Right. Yeah. Um that would work. Thank
All
you,
right.
Dad. Sorry. I just got dinner.
You're all good.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So
Journey will sigh. Well, I suppose I dislike the idea of a utility not being used, but
listen, if you want to go and uh like poke at it with a stick or a sword, I go for it and I will supervise. But I guess we are now more or less aware that there might be consequences.
no, it's magic. Magic's weird.
This is true.
I'm now just thinking of a scientifically controlled experiment with Journey saying, "I will now turn the ring over, Ellie," and Ellie makes a note of it, and Journey turns the ring over slowly
This
and
is
looks
so
at it,
Troll, the
good.
ring
and
is just lying here. We
and
have not touched it yet.
the
Troll, it
ring
does
is
not
not
do anything.
happening. I will
This
now
is
attempt
good.
flipping the ring in the air and seeing
I'm
what it
going to
responds
draw
to
this.
again and again and again. There's
That's
really nothing. We're not going to find anything out unless I put the goddamn ring on my finger, Ellie.
that's the point, yeah. That it's unlikely. Uh-huh. Or
Mhm.
unless you find a wizard.
Or unless you
Yeah.
find a wizard.
No, but Journey will attempt at some point to use his limited intelligence to try to figure out what the hell it will do. Basically, Arcana. He doesn't imagine he'll succeed, but
Do you want to do that today?
What is your arcana?
it's just my intelligence, just
Ah.
+2.
Yeah.
Probably some at some point today, unless he gets pulled away.
Okay. Yeah, there's not much. There is not much that's going on in this sleepy little village today. I think Jan comes in a little while after breakfast, and there's a tearful, hugging reunion with Yvain, who very much looks awkward as she's being hugged, but lets it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of gives Jan a pat in the head afterward. Um, thanks Revena when she winds up waking up. Looks between Revena and Ellie a few times. Doesn't say anything.
Mhm.
No one ever says anything.
Nope.
Hey, Yvain knows when to keep quiet. Um, that's a thing she's good at. Yeah. Yvain winds up
I
heading out unless somebody wants to talk to her.
no.
She doesn't ping anything off on my health site, does she?
Nope.
Cool.
She seems very normal.
Or
She's just a gal.
She's
or weird
just
in the
a
usual
middle-aged
ways.
woman. She's just a middle-aged elf lady. She's allowed.
Nice.
I actually wanted to talk to the two of you just privately.
Okay. Willow's gonna like before that like go into the kitchen and like see if she can just like grab a muffin or something
Oh.
to bring with her to nibble on during this conversation.
Aw.
I imagine we just go to the back.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. So, uh, I didn't sleep last night, but just I had too much energy, but I think I had like a vision of some sorts. Like I
Uh-oh.
was I was awake, but I don't know. It was weird. Um uh I was looking up at the sky and I started to see like this weird purple and it looked like the sunset and then I looked down and um it was just like this expanse of like greenery. It kind of reminded me of the singing wood just from the variety um and just all of the moss and like fungus that was growing around. uh I looked behind and there was this like weird arch. It was made of two trees and they were like intertwining, and outside the arch it looked like just normal, like plain, like normal Chthon. uh I saw multiple figures pass it. Um, I saw a minotaur and a fearbulg, and it turned out that it was my it was some sort of vision of my father's research group going to the Sang Isles. I only saw them briefly, and then is where it starts to get even worse, weirder. I don't know. There was a dark figure approaching, and it starts on it. It was Nalim. Nalim was running towards me, on all fours, and then turning into like a more humanoid. Their more humanoid shape. And they tried to grab my arm, but it wasn't my arm. It was someone else's. It was like a orcish figure. um and they tried to like drag me through the arch, but it wouldn't go through. It like something was keeping this person here, and then Nalim tried to claw open the arch, like whatever. It wasn't like a mist or anything, but it seemed like there was a barrier, and they just tried to rip it open.
Did did they manage to rip it open?
I, it ended before I could tell.
You
It
said
was
I
it
bad
reminded you of the
times.
singing wood,
Yeah,
and that 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 you were an orcish figure
yeah,
in the sing. In okay,
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I am getting really very, very tired of cosmic entities deciding that our thoughts and our dreams and our senses are their personal playthings.
Me too.
I, you know, dreams are sort of
Auric,
they're
sorry,
important to
Journey,
me, but
as you say that, I'm so sorry, but perfect. You hear a voice in your head.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
It's familiar, though. And the voice
Not
says,
too
"Hey friends, where are you folks wandering these days? Found out some more info on that vial symbol. Come to Enofa when you
Oh.
can. Dora."
Oh!
Oh.
She chose to contact me, of all people.
You're the person with the vial symbol. You're the person who gave her the symbol, so. Uh-huh. As you're saying about gods using their thoughts as your playthings, you get a message in your head. But it's just from your friendly neighborhood Dora the Explorer Necromancer.
Journey will spend a second or two cursing in a language neither of you understand.
Good.
Oh, you all right?
And
Just looks at him blankly.
and will then say, Dora's sense of timing is shit.
Wait.
And will then he will then relay the message.
Wait,
Do
is
you
this
send a message back?
Yeah, if it was a setting spell, did Dora just get Journey cursing back?
I don't know whether Journey has ever received a message and knows how that works. I don't know whether he would recognize it when it happens. I'm happy to make a roll of that kind. He did live in a city, but
Yeah.
You were
Make
also
a
you were there when we did
intelligence roll.
when Ellie and I did our messages.
Well, Arik was, but Journey wasn't. Journey was elsewhere doing his own thing. He was buying
Oh.
swords.
Journey was buying swords, yeah.
Yeah.
So what would this be?
Intelligence. Flat intelligence. Not very hard. Sending is not an uncommon spell.
11.
No. Yeah. I think Dora
So-
just gets
Well, so here's
Journey
the thing.
cursing, and Dora I think
Doesn't
might understand Infernal because she's a wizard. She
Doesn't
knows
it-
shit.
hold on, here's my thing. Isn't it the receiver can choose to send a message back if they know what's going on?
Oh, let me
'Cause
look at the text of sending.
I think it's the recipient may send a response, not must, right? Um, uh,
Can answer in a like manner immediately.
yeah.
Okay.
So
You just don't send a message back.
yeah,
That'd be funny
no,
though.
I don't exactly know what works.
Yeah, you know it's Dora.
Unless the spell conveys understanding to me upon receipt.
You can reply to this message.
Right, like
Roll Arcana.
This is so good.
that's just intelligence because I don't have any proficiency. That is 21.
Yeah, you understand that you can respond.
Okay.
I
In
don't
that
know
case,
if you still
Journey,
curse, which would be very funny.
He will curse less. He will do a single curse of surprise, and then we will wait while Arik looks at a map.
Mhm.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, Enofa is southwest across the Sea of Styx. It is the capital of Kosikon in Atropos.
Yeah.
Oh.
Journey will say, "Hello, Dora. We're in the mountains of Kaliki. That's where we are, right?"
Yep.
It's good to know where you are. We'll get there when we can. See you then.
All right.
Nice.
And he will then say, "So yeah, Dora did a little sending spell to me, just now. She's in is Dora she?
Yep.
Mhm.
She's found some information on that holy symbol with a vial and the water in it, and is in Enofa. Apparently, I don't know whether Journey has actually heard of Enofa because he's a city boy from a different continent.
Out of character, that's across the Sea of Styx, which is where Grandma Witch was headed. Not Grandma Witch. Mina was heading.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where
Where the
Gale had contacts, I think.
right, where the Marrow were, and where the. Okay, so Nemo is pointing us in a direction.
Nemo is pointing you in some directions.
Nemo is pointing us in many directions.
Many
for
directions.
sure am actually. It's up to you where you're gonna go.
At least two.
At least two.
At least.
Maybe three.
Cool.
But with varying degrees of force.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have
You're
to do
good.
anything.
We know.
We know.
And I would be excited if you didn't. But
So I'm sorry, Gale has a contact, or is it just for building stuff? What's this?
Yeah.
Just for rebuilding the house.
Yeah. It was supplies and such.
Okay.
What?
That's good to hear from her again.
I'm gonna roll a history check to see whether I've heard of Enofa before.
sure.
I assume Ellie
Nope.
has.
No.
Ellie has. Oh no.
Ellie, I think, has definitely heard of
That's an
Enofa.
8.
You got an 8? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Natural 3.
Oof.
Yeah. Journey does not know what Enofa is. Probably assumes it's a city.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That or a country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ellie, you know a little bit about Enofa and Kosikon. Your mom spoke a little bit about Kosikon. The jungle there, very good for alchemy ingredients. There's some good shit because it's like rainforest. There's good shit.
Nemo, you're activating my gamer sense of wanting to collect all these materials.
Sorry, I cannot get over you're activating my gamer sense.
You're activating my gamer sense. Gamer mode activated.
I want to get all those goddamn ingredients and sell them to the nearest buyer.
Beetle! Oh god.
Yeah,
what
you
were
said
we
that
doing
and
before
I
that happened?
instantly
We were
think
talking
of
about the
Faron
dream.
Woods.
Yeah.
From Breath of the Wild.
Talking about the dream.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about the dream, right?
Vision.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and Vision, and just got interrupted by Dora.
Yep.
Because fate is a twisted little thing.
Well, it twists and turns whichever way Nemo wants it to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great with Dora. I guess we'll get to her when we can. It shouldn't be too far.
The curse that Dora overheard was the infernal word for disaster, basically. Desolation.
Cool.
Funny.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, there is a lot going on, it seems. I will say this, I don't want to be in this town anymore.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. We'll go. I guess as soon as we can, really.
So my question would then be, what do we do with Ravana? Do we leave her here to recover in the company of friends? Do we take her back to your village, Ellie? Do we entrust her going back to other people?
Do we take her to Godhu to find someone who can lift the curse? But that's the opposite direction from where we're headed if we're going to meet up with Dora.
Yeah.
I'm also
How
not.
long how long is she going to stay there?
I don't.
We know she moves around.
Well, she told me she was there, and said, she said, she said to come. She didn't actually say she was there. She said to come there when we can. So I imagine somewhere in that city is some way to locate her.
I mean, when we can. It's a pretty loose time range, I assume.
Maybe it's like there's some sort of uh like what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Transportation. There it is. I
Hmm.
think. Um
I want to take a single level of fighter for the fighting style. I want to take a single level of wizard for identify.
Just for identify.
um
Ah,
maybe there's some sort of like magical transportation circle or something that she if we go there someone will let her know and she'll come over. I don't know.
I mean, but why specifically Inofa, though? It could be. I assume that there are other sort of transport y things elsewhere, and we could have been anywhere. She doesn't know where we are. I mean,
she
now she does,
transported
but
across the continent. She just hopped from
Maybe she assumed uh we couldn't go back to where we met her before
yeah.
because we kind of pissed them off
And to be
just a
fair,
little bit.
we were heading southwest when last they saw us. She saw us.
That's true.
But I'm just looking at the magic circle hopping from Castle Sol to the Keep of Somt across the continent to Enofa.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is Arak.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
possible she made some other stops in the way. I mean, you guys don't know. Guys don't know a lot about Dora.
nope.
Nope.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
so what is our plan? What do we want to do? What are our priorities? Do we go back to the nearest city and find someone to help your mother and to help identify these objects and maybe get some answers, or do we uh, go in the opposite direction to meet up maybe with Dora to check in on an artifact that maybe is not even as directly related to our actual questions? And I mean, I suppose if we head that way, we might be able to head up with Mina, which I think we talked about maybe trying to do anyway if we had the time. But
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
might
not
they
sure.
might be done with their business by now. It's been almost 2 weeks
Right.
over, honestly. Uh, I'm I don't know.
We have a lot of threads pulling us in different directions. The ones we need to decide are which ones are actionable. We have hypotheses about things that might be happening in West and East Kruak, but both of them are just ideas and not certain things, and when we're not certain at all about what is going to happen. We know that there is something of some sort waiting for us in Anova. We know that Gadu could be useful to us. Both of those are much closer. I think we can safely limit our options to this continent for the very start.
I mean, I will say this. I know we're wondering about these forgotten gods, but I think the more crucial thing right now is whatever Amon and Fairy and Nalim are up to. A threat. I mean, for me, it's the threat to my home and finding my mother. And I think whatever the connection is with your mother, Ellie, and finding out what happened to her, I think maybe should take priority.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
And I mean, maybe if we if we find a city, maybe we can send a message back to Dora and let her know that we might be a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. I'm uh I don't think that we should take um my mom with us. I think she should stay here, or we figure out a way to get her
To Gale.
back to Gale. Yeah. I think
Or a way to get Gale to her.
So, what is our thought that we go back to Gadu and find a healer willing to come with us back to your mother?
I guess.
Is the journey quicker, like, to go from here to Ellie's village than it is to go from here to Gadu?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they're adjacent.
Yeah, it's
They're-
it's maybe
Okay.
3 days if you have someone who knows the mountains. To Gadu, it's
What'd
like
you do?
Everything is so far.
it's like
Hmm?
like 5 or
Everything is so
6.
far.
I know.
from each
The wonders of low-level play.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Traveling.
I mean, there's this really interesting article I read about how at low levels people are like, I wish we could just teleport everywhere, but at higher levels people are like, man, that was kind of nice when we were traveling everywhere and it's simple and we were just dealing with bandits in the wild, and now there are eldritch horrors tearing into our
Yeah.
field.
Started with Eldritch
It
Horrors.
started with Eldritch Horrors, and we can only walk everywhere.
Maybe we can end with bandits. Maybe we can end with
Oh my god. The end game bad guy is just bandits.
Bandits.
just bandits.
No, it's the fucking the Parringtons come back and those are the bad.
Yeah. Oh
That's
god.
the final boss.
Okay.
So
God, what if?
it would be much more timely to either bring Ravana with us across the mountains to Gale, or to more likely go to your village, Ellie, and tell Gale about the presence and living existence and location of your mother.
Yeah.
And then Gale is clearly a capable traveler. She has contacts in Enofa. She has traveled herself, and with some direction from us, is probably capable of heading back to the village. At which point we could head our way to Gadu, in search of a healer and everything that a big city entails. Thus, sending a family member of yours to care for Ravana, while we are able to look for other situations that fit our immediate interest. Also, of course, we are working in partial information. As you know, 2 nights ago, I sent a letter to Nabarius, and as soon as he responds, I will have either that will tell me nothing, in which case it will be discouraging, or I will have another thread on which to pull regarding what is happening to Ravana and what is going
Right.
on with Iman and Nalim.
What? I never got to fully ask you this. What the column of fire that you see in, like, inside her, what? I don't know what my question is.
I can describe it to you as best I can. It is a very thin column of fire, more like a stream, maybe a finger's width or so, and it leads from what was the sternum, like middle of the chest.
Yeah.
Middle of the chest to her neck.
Halfway
Leads
up
from
the
the middle
throat.
of the chest upwards, through towards the back of her throat. It is hellfire, or more specifically, it is hell's magic. Um, It is a spell of some kind,
Okay.
and the spell itself is designed to be hidden from any spell detection. My hell sight enables me to see it, and it is extremely likely that it was cast by the Marquis Aman, or one of his servants or allies.
That
I made a study of Hell's politics, not their magic.
I get that. It
I mean, we can only hope that Neberis gets back to you soon then.
But we must. But though that will give us the thread, we must act
Right.
as though we will not receive any guidance from him, for it is entirely possible that we will not. They are busy, and they could find nothing, even if they take the time to help us. So, that is a possible hope, and we should keep ourselves open to the possibility of changing direction. But first steps.
yeah.
It seems to me that your mother is ill fit to travel,
Mm.
and perhaps she should stay in a place where she has made some friends and people who will look after her. In the middle of the wilderness, where those looking for her might have a harder time finding her. So it is my suggestion that we head straight to your village, Ellie. We tell your sister what is happening, and then we travel to Gadu.
I'm game for that.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Very well. Shall we set out? What time is it? It's like early morning. It's mid-morning now.
Um,
Midday. What is this?
it's midday. Yeah.
How many rations do I have? Jeez.
Yeah, I wanna.
I've got 13 rations. That's enough.
Yeah, and
That's enough to
I
get to the
have
village and then
I
get back to
have
Gadu.
one of my
Very.
background features is I have the ability to find
Yeah,
food
you're
and fresh
fine.
water for self and up to 5 others. So
You'll be okay.
survival proficiency.
You'll be okay.
I think
I'm
We'll be
not.
fine.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna bust your chops about that. Um.
if you are truly desperate to leave this place, Willow, we could leave today. However, it might be more courteous to let our hosts know that we intend to leave tomorrow. Give time to talk about anything anyone might wish to talk about with anyone else. He's staring straight at Ellie during the sentence.
Yeah. I have things to wrap up. It would be nice to leave tomorrow, probably.
all right, we can leave tomorrow.
All right.
Great.
Very well then. We have a course of action and a plan.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
This time, I strongly recommend that both of you try to sleep tonight because you will need your energy for travel in the morning.
Hey, I'm fine. I don't know what it is, but I'm fine. I
Hmm.
will sleep tonight, Journey. I will, but for now, I'm all right.
Very well.
Willow looks significantly less alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think Willow actually said that she didn't sleep, but
Yeah.
it's pretty
It's
obvious.
very. It's pretty clear. Yeah.
She keeps
Yeah. Are you
doing.
outside
She's like
having this
zoning
conversation?
out and like bats
Yeah,
in her
we're
eyes.
we're somewhere in the middle of town.
Yeah.
We went outside the house. We were talking about something that wanted to be had in private.
Yeah, I figured.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, um I think Revena is sitting outside when you circle back to the house.
Ah. Oh, I forgot. I also want to talk to her at some point.
Hee hee.
Get in line.
Nah.
She smiles as you come
um,
back.
I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go talk to her for a minute.
All right.
And Ellie walks up to Revna.
ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hello, Ellie.
Hey. Hi. Um, we didn't really get to finish our conversation earlier. Yesterday or the day before.
It's been a busy couple of days. That's okay though. Those are the days I remember most clearly. It's a busy life on the road.
Mm.
It seems that you're good at it.
Could you repeat that, Nemo? It cut
It
out.
seems that you're good at
Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at it. I guess. Um. So my friends and I, we're going to be heading out tomorrow. Um. And I'm gonna be sending um my sister your way.
it.
Her
Ravenna
name is
takes that in for a moment.
yeah. Um, her name is Gail. Um, she's older than me. Um, taller than me. Uh, she was she really liked uh studying potions and alchemy with you, and she kind of expanded business.
A
Um,
business. That's what was
right.
there. Ooh, let me fix my
Yeah,
mic settings. There we go.
yeah, um the our house was kind of a house, but also um
The
there
shop.
was a the shop. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um
A potion seller.
and
I think that's fitting. I would ask if you did, but you would know.
it is, you were very good at it. You're very good at it. Um
It's good that my skills do have some use in my, not quite venerable, but in my age.
uh but all she's I'm our it's not um I guess uh uncommon, or I can't think of the word, but the fact that you missed where we lived isn't me, Claude, can't think of words right now. Um
Oh god, I can't think of words either. It's not, like,
it's okay.
inconceivable.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. uh
Inconceivable.
our our place our place is actually maybe 3 days travel from here.
Hmm.
So once I go back, I'm gonna send Gail this way. Um, and my friends and I are going to go to Gadu to look for someone who might know what's wrong with your memories.
Your friend was... There's the Birdman. Do you think it was this person?
Almost undoubtedly. For Twitch, Art just sent fuck off. the
um,
the bird man, um
that is what I remember last.
he
And smoke. Snoll said it was like smoke. I'd been avoiding thinking of it.
And you don't have to. I don't know if this will help. It probably won't, but their name their name is Amon. Is that
I'm gonna
ringing
have
any
her roll a religion check.
bells? Hmm.
Amon. Amon. What sort of creature then?
Demonic.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. I don't.
We perhaps should get a priest.
It's probably where we're going to be headed.
Hmm.
Um, I I don't know what tampering with your memories would give him. You you said you remembered some things from your days
Oh yes, I
with Zaryu.
remember. Oh, I remember most of it, or I remember just as much as I always did of that part of my life.
That's good to hear at least. Do you
I would
do you,
have once said they were the happiest years, but she looks at Ellie, just takes Ellie in.
Oh.
I know that they weren't.
you certainly made them seem that way, telling Gail and I about them. I did have a question about it. Did you ever come in contact with some sort of arch that it was made of two trees intertwining? Did you
Hmm.
ever encounter that?
It doesn't sound familiar to me.
Damn. I thought I'd ask. It was something that Willow had mentioned.
Hmm. Then perhaps Willow would know more about it.
Yeah. Um.
Will you be back then? I know
Eventually.
you've things to do. Good.
What did you say?
I know you have things to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Event. Yeah. I'll be back. And we're not leaving until tomorrow. So, I can tell you more later. I need to catch up with um I need to I need to catch up with Jan and I owe him a favor.
Hmm.
Technically, he owes me a favor. I did save his mentor's life, but it's fine.
Go and collect your favors. You can
He gives
take
her a
the
hug.
Fae out of Fairy. That's what they say. Or,
What?
you can take the Fae out of Fairy, but you can't take the Fairy. Ah, forget it.
Uh oh. Uh
A joke. Not so common expression in these days, I'd imagine.
I guess not.
Hmm.
All right. He gives her a hug.
She hugs him back. All right. Next online for Revena conversation.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think Willow kind of wants to talk to her, but doesn't want to approach because she doesn't want to like intrude on whatever's going on with
Yeah.
her and Ellie, and she just feels kind of awkward about it. So she's just kind of. So wait, where are Revena and Ellie at this point? They're outside.
Yeah, they're outside. It's up to you and Journey whether you've kept walking through the town or whether you went back inside the house.
I think Willow went into the house, and that was just pacing.
Okay. I think Ellie eventually comes in. Journey?
Hi. Journey will have kept walking, and having been left alone, will find his way to the woods surrounding the town.
All right.
Oh boy.
Let's do this.
God bless.
I want to do
So-
this. I'm
You
very excited.
fucker.
What he's going to do first is methodically first just try to see whether he can figure out intellectually what each thing does. Before doing anything else, one after the other after the other.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for what do you want to start with?
Give me a second. He's gonna start with the boots.
All right. Roll an Arcana check.
Cool. That's promising. That's the synthetic 20.
Okay. You take a look at them, you inspect it. You're familiar with magic items. Your mom makes magic items. These boots likely, taking a look at them, they likely require attunement, and it seems like they will fit to the wearer. You don't detect any sort of, they probably do something. They probably make you at least move a little bit faster. You don't know if there's extra stuff, but not cursed.
Okay. Cool. Oh, not cursed. Cool.
Not
Or
cursed.
not that I can see anyway.
Not that you can see.
I'm
don't-
regardless of whether they are cursed or not, Journey is confident that they are not cursed.
Yeah, Journey's
Because
confident
it's
they're not.
Journey.
Okay, he will move on to the ring.
All right, roll Arcana.
That is significantly worse. That's a total of 8.
Ooh.
This is a ring and it's made out of stone and it's magic. That's what you know from looking at
Yep, fair enough. Okay, proceeding to the red cloth pouch.
it. Arcana check.
Yep. I'm just writing notes down for each thing as I go. That's not the worst. That's 17.
You open it. It looks empty. You think that maybe if you reach in, it won't be empty. You don't know what you could pull out, but you think that if you reach in, there's going to be stuff there. It works differently. You also sort of gather that it's definitely not a bag of holding. That's what you know. That's what I'll give you.
Okay. And finally, he will look at the other bag, the heart bag.
All right. What do you do with it
The
exactly?
bag of heart.
Do you try to dump it out, or do you just look?
Yeah, he's doing the same thing that he's done with the other ones. He's turning it around, looking for arcane runes, trying to get a taste for the magic that would he's trying to figure out whether it's a bag of holding. He's doing the same thing.
Sorry.
He's not gonna turn it inside out.
Yeah.
Literally. He might open it up and see whether he can look at the lining on the inside, but
Yeah.
that's another Arcana
Yep.
or a Constitution saving throw. No.
That's an Arcana. Not yet.
Ha 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 ha. No. 12.
12. This is a bag. It's a big bag. It's a big backpack. I think given what we know already, you think it's probably some sort of bigger on the inside type deal. You think it could be a bag of holding. You're not sure.
Do I know how bag of holdings work? Bags of holding.
I think that
That is.
you might. I think that you would. I think
So
that bags of holding are familiar enough.
Jour-
But you think
Journey will.
you're not 100% sure with this one.
Yeah. So Journey's he's got like a cloth, right? Maybe a sack of some kind with all three of them in, and he places it by a bag. He takes out the bag of heart, the bag of holding, and walks a fair distance away, 50 feet from the bag, from the other magic items, and he's going to turn the bag of heart inside out.
This empties it, right? That's how a bag of holding works?
Yeah.
Nice! Alright.
A living thing comes out and tries to kill
I
him.
didn't like how excited that sounded.
I did.
I did.
Okay.
Mm.
So you find
Oh my god.
a very what falls out onto the floor is a very large set of a very ogre-sized set of vestments, like religious garb.
Ooh.
Very old. 9 small skulls. Like skulls of like prey animals, like squirrels and shit like that.
Okay.
They seem to have 9 small prey animal skulls. They look like they might have carvings on them, but you can't quite tell unless you take a look. A whetstone. An old, like a used whetstone, but not like a broken whetstone. 1 rabbit's ear. 1 cubic foot of soil. There's just a bunch of dirt. A second rabbit's ear. 1 iron pot and 2 iron pans. And a large, weirdly familiar looking, molding bearskin.
Ooh.
Say that last one again.
A large, kind of familiar looking, moldy bearskin.
Moldy, you said?
The bearskin is molding.
Okay.
I will put that in here.
Yeah. He's
You got a bunch of crap.
He's actually going to build 2 separate fires and burn each of the ears in a different one. Like, he is not taking any chances with that shit. But he is really thinking that all of these things are not all that interesting, actually.
I like that somebody just decided to put dirt in their bag.
Yeah.
It's possible it wasn't always dirt.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Thank you, Nemo.
Well, hold on. It's vacuum sealed, though. Never mind.
Like, it's possible that things just, it just wound up. Hey, sometimes you put stuff into your bag and then there's, dirt on it, and then you forget to take the dirt out.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's just dirt.
He'll put in the vestments and the skulls, and the iron pots and pans, but he'll leave the soil, and he'll put the whetstone back in too.
We can do some cooking now.
Yeah.
But he'll leave the bearskin. He might burn the bearskin too. If it's moldy, it's useless.
Yeah. It does look to be about the size of what the Dark Season beasts are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he will then bring that bag back to the sack of magic items. He will put it in. He will take out the skin pouch and walk 50 feet away in a different direction. I mean, he's entertaining himself, really.
Yeah, this is good. I like this.
No, this is great.
And he will take a dagger out, basically ready to stab the bag if it comes alive. And will reach his hand into the skin pouch.
All right, roll a d8.
Oh.
Wait, is this? Did we have the same idea separately? Hold on.
Huh. You'll tell me afterward, but...
Yeah, or if I figure out how it works. That's a 4.
All right, you reach into the bag and you feel you feel like a flat, furry object. And you, pull out a fox pelt from the bag.
Oh,
what do you do with
it's
it?
the skin pouch.
It's a skin pouch.
It's a skin pouch.
Oh,
yeah.
My God.
I kind of suspected.
Skin. It's full of skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it down for a second, and then
you put it down
again.
on the ground?
Yeah.
It transforms into a fox.
Fuck.
it
I
like
take back everything I've ever said about this bag.
Make an animal handling check.
Holy shit. We have a friend bag.
Animal handling check.
A bag of friends.
Oh, this is just one of those bags, except named creepily.
Yeah, it really is. It's just a bag of tricks, but I named it fucked up.
It's a bag of friends.
To scare you, I told you guys.
Animal handling?
Yeah, I mean, it is a skin pouch, because, like, it's not like a small fluffy object, it's literally a pelt.
13.
13?
We can
Yeah,
pull so many
let me
friends out of this bag.
Let me take a look at the fox stats real quick. Because the fox doesn't look happy. The fox looks like angry and like it wants to fight something.
So it's a bag of tricks, except things are angry.
Yeah, except the things are angry. Like you can help. Like they will help you, but only if you're like good enough at animal handling. It's gonna try to bite you.
We have a druid.
The fox is gonna try to bite your ankle.
Well, I've got a dagger, so.
Yeah, this fox is gonna hit you.
Jesus, it is?
Yeah, I rolled a natural 18. You take 1 point of piercing damage as this fox bites your ankle.
I will wound it, or I will try to wound it and try to look intimidating.
I think
I'm a big fucking creature.
I think you just kill it. I think you stab it and it.
No.
Only 1 hit point, really?
It's got 2.
Oh well, let's see if I hit it first.
Wait, does it?
That's gonna
fox
hit.
wouldn't try to fight.
It's a 19 on the die.
A fox wouldn't fight. It would run.
Wait, what does it do? This?
It's angry. This fox is angry.
Fight or flight.
Does it do the Breath of the Wild thing where you hit it and it poofs and it turns back into a pelt?
So I hit. That's definitely gonna hit. That's a 19 plus whatever is my thing for the dagger.
It doesn't actually turn back into a pelt. It just dies. It just
poofs.
No, there's just a dead fox on the ground now.
Oh. Alright, can you bring this bag back to me? I have good animal handling. Don't kill any more animals.
I'm glad that Willow was not there for this.
I am here for this and I'm upset.
No, I know.
You have just removed the paragraph of Bag of Tricks that says the creature is friendly to you and your companions.
I've also replaced what kind of creatures are in there. Listen, the creature is friendly to your companions and attacks on your turn as long as you can make a DC 15 animal handling check. Otherwise, it just attacks the nearest thing because it's angry.
My roommate just came in and brought me garlic bread, and even even that isn't enough to make me happy again.
Oh no!
Oh, alright.
You have upset me greatly.
Oh no!
Well, Journey
Jesse.
is, among other things, thankful Willow isn't here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna cut back to Willow. Actually,
Yeah.
Okay, Willow doesn't know that a fox just died.
Willow does not know.
Willow doesn't.
Okay.
Here, the
Willow
thing
is
is, I
in
don't think
blissful
it's
ignorance.
fully a fox. I think it's a magic fox.
Steve, that doesn't. But that's better. I mean, that's worse. A magic fox could be such a good friend.
Yeah, I
And
made
now
that
it's
worse.
dead.
Okay.
Your
And
mind.
now we don't have a fox friend.
I was trying to say I think it's just a thing, and I don't think it's bad. But then I was remembered. Oh fuck! Nemo said the corpse remained. Well, okay.
Yeah, there's just a straight up fox corpse now.
Oh, we need to stop talking about this.
Sorry.
Wait.
It's
wait,
okay.
Wait. The bear in the bag. Was that from
Bear
the?
skin.
Probably not. Probably not from
No.
the bag.
It was a
Anyway.
dark season beast
It
pelt.
was a dark season beast, and it was not in the skin bag.
No,
Okay,
it's
let
not
me
the
get
skin
back
pouch.
into
Yeah.
Willow. Okay, back
Sorry.
into Willow brain.
Willow time.
Sorry.
Willow time.
Willow time. Okay.
Yeah, Ellie has just come back in from talking with Ravenna.
Yep.
But did both of them come in?
No,
No. It's just me.
Journey is fucking around the woods.
No, sorry. I mean Ellie and Ravenna.
No, Ravenna
Just
has not
me.
come in.
Ravenna's still outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
I probably come in. And I'm like,
Okay.
I just told her we were leaving tomorrow.
Okay. You good? You all right?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
It might do you some good to talk to her, though.
Willow is still pacing. Well, actually, I think she stopped pacing, but she's sort of like shifting from foot to foot.
You can sit down, Willow. I think you should go talk to her. She doesn't remember anything after she left her party. But she remembers most everything before it. I think you could, I don't know. Maybe she gives you a couple of little insights on Saryu. You just gonna keep saying to me? Come on.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to her.
You need please do. You need something. You're obviously worried about literally everything right now. I think you could use
I'm
a little
fine.
bit of
Actually,
yeah.
I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
No, I am. I'm great. I'm doing
Deception
great,
check.
Ellie.
Disadvantage.
Do I need to even make a deception check
No.
for this?
No, I think you're. Yeah.
Well, I got a nat 1.
Oh. I'm gonna see what this is because this is a major, but I'm gonna see what it is and make a decision.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
no.
this is good. Oh, this is good. I don't even have to do anything about this.
What?
You're just gonna not be able to
Fuck.
sleep again.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah. It was already a
Yeah.
possibility, but now you're just definitely not gonna sleep.
I was gonna ask
God.
if I could like roll a con save tonight to see
Nope.
what or like a wisdom or something, but because I wasn't decided yet. But is that what the card was? That
Yep.
I don't sleep?
Sleepless night. Yep. That's really the card.
That's so fitting.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
really
very
perfect.
glad. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. If it was like
Okay.
so bad, I was probably not gonna. But
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
No,
Willow.
I'm good. I'm great. I'm
Willow.
doing awesome. What?
You're not fine.
No, I am. I'm fine.
Willow, you look like shit.
Thank you.
It's not a compliment.
I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine.
Look, I'll drop it. I'll drop it if you want me to drop it. But I'm worried about you, okay?
I'm going to go talk to your mother now.
You go do that.
All right.
Willow walks outside and just sort of stands there kind of awkwardly, kind of like looking at Revena and then looking away and then looking at Rev and then looking and just kind of shifting and just sort of like not sure how to approach this conversation.
Are you quite all right?
Yes. Hi. How are you? How are you this morning? Today? Is it morning? It's not morning. How are you today?
Well, I'm fairly well, as one
Good.
can
That's
be.
good. Right. Right.
What's wrong? There's something worrying
Um.
you.
Mm, I- mm, you you knew my mother, right?
Sorry, you. Yes,
Yes.
we're good friends. We are.
Right.
I hope.
Yeah. Um. I I was wondering if you could if it's not too much trouble, if you could tell me about her. What was she like?
Of course, I would be happy to. It has been, you had asked for this earlier, and I'd forgotten. In the usual way of things. We've both had busy days, it seems. But sorry, you. Sorry, you was among the last to join up with all of us. Um, we had seen her coming through several of the towns. She wasn't quite following us, not at first, but eventually she was. Didn't want to get too close. Wasn't fully in the mood yet for such a big traveling party. But I think we grew on her as we met her in taverns and on the road. And she's practical, knows that sometimes numbers are better. Ah, she found a great many adventures for us. She was usually sometimes restless in the night, very fond of naps in the day, liked to travel late afternoon to high early morning and sleep the rest of the day sometimes. Half night owl. Peculiar, but it was helpful. Nobody else was. She liked to take the middle watch, the one that nobody likes to be up for, but she liked to be up at that time. She had a star map. Yes. She has been working, or she had been, maybe she has, working on charting all the stars of Chthon. I think that's why she liked to be up in the night for the watches. I never liked to be up that late, but sometimes I would take the early ones, and I would see her with her notebook. This was when we were all good friends. She there I wound up um more or less on my own after my accident. But sorry you kept checking in on me. We were still good friends even after that.
So about when the star chart was mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
I rolled uh just a con save to see if Willow was uh going to be able to not start crying. And I did roll another nat one, so that's just fun.
Not a
But yeah,
major.
yeah,
Oh,
about then she's just started like not vocal tears, but there's just like kind of quiet tears down her
Revena
face.
Revena notices and just sort of gathers Willow into her arms. Into her arm. Into a hug.
I think Willow sort of folds, just sort of knots her fingers in the back of uh Revena's shirt, sort of buries her head in her shoulder.
Between you and your friend Journey and my son Elenon, I think that you will find Sariu Morag. She can be hard to find if she does not want to be, but she finds her way back. That is something she has always been good at doing.
What does it what does it mean if she doesn't find her way back? If she says if she said that it would be a month at most and then it was 20 years?
Oh, Willow.
I don't remember her. I wasn't old enough to remember her. She was going to settle down. She had never settled down before. She said that she, I, she was going to just say her last goodbyes to the adventuring life and come back and live a life. And then she didn't. And nobody knows what happened. There's been no sign. There's been nothing.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know, Willow. If, and I think she would, I think that she would want to settle down. Who couldn't not? Who could? I can't. Who would want to be away from their child like that? If I think that you will find her, and I think that you can help her come home. If she has not been back for this long, there must be. There must be something keeping her. I I don't know what it could be. I barely know about who I've been for the last amount of time. But I would know, I would hope that the sorry you that I knew, that I know, would do everything she could to be with you.
Thank you for telling me about her.
One day, she's going to tell you. I think Revena just holds Willow in this hug for a while. And it's getting kind of late, so I do think we should take a little bit of a break.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna have some supper.
Whew.
yeah, we will reconvene at 8. Ooh,
I might
30.
ask a slightly longer break because I 8:30 is in 6 minutes, but I
8.
need time to.
Yeah, 8:45. How about it?
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Cool.
we will reconvene at 8:45. See you then, folks.
All right. See you.
But
Woo.
Hello, Twitch. We're back.
Hello, Twitch.
Hi, Twitch.
Yeah,
Hello.
anything we can cut in that evening unless more conversations need to be had.
How are we gonna talk to a tree? No, I've not.
Don't bully me like this. This is something I do regularly.
Oh my god.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was
Okay.
just.
Did you
It
really
wasn't
want to
anything
talk
that
to a tree?
I didn't actually want to talk to a tree,
Oh.
but it wasn't. It wasn't meant as that. It was the two characters who have talked to people so far have someone to talk to nearby. I don't, so
Yeah.
the only person Journey could talk to would be a tree, or
You could have talked to the fucking fox, but you killed it.
it bit me.
It did bite you.
It was a fox. It was scared.
It provoked me.
It was you who provoked it.
I
was fox that
gave
got
it
angry.
I
Bit your
gave it
ankle.
life. I gave it an existence in this world.
And then you take it away.
Because it bit me.
Well, I'm just saying,
Willow
if
doesn't
you
know that this
hadn't,
happened.
you would have had a friend to talk to.
That is fair.
Or a friend to keep biting me slowly until I died.
I would have
That
run
would be
away.
so funny.
That would be funny.
Anyway,
Like, genuinely,
stands
if
there.
Journey just let
Journey
this
just
fox
stands there and
bite
lets the
him until
fox
he
slowly
went
kill him.
unconscious, that would be so funny. One shot where it's just tiny animals slowly nibbling at you guys until you're unconscious, and you just let it happen.
Oh my god.
It's all cats, obviously.
There's a really horrifying. Whoa.
Zora, what the fuck?
Why is
Sorry,
Zora
we just
calling
got
us?
we just got a call from our friend.
I think that
I think they.
she didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, that was from Oliver.
Sorry.
No worries.
I don't think he meant to do that.
Does that change
No.
whether it was purposeful? Okay.
Alrighty. So yeah, it is that evening. Journey is back from his experiments.
What were you off doing?
I was Journey heads upstairs.
There's no upstairs. There's no
Journey, you
upstairs.
alright?
It's just like 3 rooms.
He heads upstairs anyway. He learns to levitate and goes upstairs.
What did you do, fucker?
I think, you know what? I think here's my pitch. I think Journey goes behind a piece of furniture that's shorter than he is and starts pretending to walk downstairs.
No.
Like in a children's theater.
Oh, good.
That's just how it plays out in my head.
Well,
He's
to
just
be perfectly
crouching.
honest, I found myself alone and thought, what's the worst that could happen? And I figured out what a couple of the magic items do.
Really?
Not incredibly precisely. The one with the bunny ears on it. Are there still bunny ears on it now that I removed the bunny ears? I assume there are.
Yeah, the rabbit ears are on the bag.
Yeah, I know. I thought
They're
they might
like
be magical or something.
No, it's just branding.
Branding.
It's just branding.
It's branding.
This is a bag of holding. There's some stuff in it from the ogres when they were still ogres, and some other rotting things, and which I burned for various reasons. I haven't figured out what the ring is. The boots, I think, I haven't figured them out completely. I am fairly certain that the boots hold no curse. Or any.
That's comforting.
Yes, and that they'll probably resize to fit the wearer. You need to spend time with it and bind it to your soul for it to really work for you, though. And I suspect they will at least make you a little bit faster, but I'm having trouble identifying it. The ring is a mystery. The this pouch seems to have animal pelts in them, and when you pull them out and drop them, they turn into real live animals.
What?
Wait, can
Yeah.
I try?
Yeah, probably you probably
Let me
want to
see.
do it outside. The fox that came
okay.
out was a little bit aggressive with me. I had to scare it off.
Okay, you stay in here and
Roll
hold hero.
deception.
Sure.
It's not going to be hard, but I do want to see your roll.
Can I
Yeah,
contest it with with an insight?
Roll insight, yeah.
You can try.
Journey's very good at deception.
I'm good at insight. I am also at a disadvantage right now, though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 19 on the die. I mean, 19 total.
What the fuck?
Oh,
no, you
I
didn't.
rolled a 2 and a 1.
No!
That's my
didn't.
third nat 1 tonight.
Not
Jesus.
a major. You're okay.
Same die?
No, I switched it.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Take the die that are
It's the
usually bad luck and use those. That's what happened to me last time.
They rotate.
The disadvantage is just killing you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
That's how the exhaustion gets you. That's how it gets you. Shout out to the Unsick
Oh my
City
God.
Chapter 2!
I'm taking these dice and putting
I
them
can't wait to
somewhere
watch it.
else where they can't continue to contaminate the rest of my dice.
I thought you were going
Understandable.
to say where they
Yeah,
can't hurt
so,
you anymore.
Willow,
They
you
can't hurt
believe
me
Journey 100%. Journey has
Okay.
never told a lie in his life. Especially
Right.
not to Willow.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Believe in me, vote Saxon.
Here, you hold hero, and I'm going to go outside and try this.
Alright. Woohoo!
I will hand Willow the skin pouch.
And I hand you my bird.
Assuming I don't have to make a wisdom save to give up the skin pouch.
No, you don't.
Cool.
These are just like funny things. They're not bad.
They're not. That really depends on your definition of funny, Nemo. Some might call them terrifying, or
No, it's a bag of
cruel
friends.
jokes played on.
No,
Played
it's a bag
on
of friends.
My
for
dear
sure.
friends. Yeah, that's what DMing is. It's cruel jokes played on my dear friends. Just one right after another.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
Would
Okay.
you like to pull up health out of the bag?
Yes.
Okay, roll a d8.
Okay. That is this one. Yes. 3.
This one is significantly smaller. Let me see. I actually don't think this one has a stat block.
I'm sure you can find something on the internet.
Yeah. Diminutive animal. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What do I have?
You take out a let me actually see what they look like. A small shrew pelt. Do you drop it on the ground?
Yeah.
Yep. A shrew. The meat yeah, the shrew pops into being.
Oh.
Roll animal handling.
Okay.
You have disadvantage.
I know.
You can do it.
Oh, one of them was a nat 20, but the other one is 10 total.
That's not
Mm.
enough.
This thing is gonna bite you, Willow.
It's a shrew. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It
I was
doesn't.
gonna-
It like bites you, but it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Let's
yeah, I
see.
don't think it can
It's
get
got
through
a
my
+0
boot.
to attack.
Have you ever seen a shrew?
They're tiny.
They're like
babies.
the size of your thumb.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
They're very tiny. They're a size.
I walk a few feet away and I do it again.
Okay, roll another d8. This shrew is just steadily walking towards you, and it's like
I just like take a step back every couple of seconds.
Yeah, good to know.
4. Well, we
Uh,
already know what that one is.
you take out another fox pelt. Roll animal handling.
Instead of
Assuming you
that, can
drop
I
it off
cast
quick.
Beast Bond?
Ooh. Let me look at Beast Bond.
You establish a telepathic link with one beast you touch that is friendly to you or charmed by you. Oh,
You have to make the animal handling check first.
okay. What the literal fuck?
No.
I rolled an 18 and another 1.
Holy shit.
What?
What is wrong with me tonight?
Not another
It's
major.
not you.
You're okay. It's the exhaustion.
It's just it really is.
Really.
Well, I'm keeping this die that rolled a 20 and an 18. That one can stay.
Yeah. The fox is going to try to bite your ankle
Okay.
and misses.
Hey, that is not. No. Rude. That. Okay. No. No.
Just
I'm
scolding
going
a
to reach into
fox
my bag
outside
and
the
throw a
house,
piece of jerky at it.
It happily eats the jerky.
and then
Hey.
starts trying to bite you again.
It seems placated, but it doesn't move closer.
Okay. All right. Bad.
You?
You can run off into the woods.
Yeah.
Go on. Go.
It runs off into the woods. The shrew is still coming towards you. I think you've now lost track of the shrew. I think the shrew has now lost track of you.
If I call
True.
if I call Yarrow, can I get Yarrow to come to me?
Roll animal handling. This is gonna
Yarrow
be.
is inside the house with me.
Oh yeah. Hey Journey, could you bring me Yarrow?
Journey comes
Journey.
outside, and somehow Yarrow has decided that instead of Journey's arm, Yarrow wants to be on one of his horns, and Journey is not looking comfortable.
Yes.
Oh,
Good.
good. I take Yarrow and I sort of point at the shrew.
you know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Yarrow eats the shrew.
Okay.
And a few minutes later, hucks up a pellet.
Can I
Disgusting.
find any? Is the skull intact?
Let's roll a luck check.
Because I've
15
done
through-
that before. I've actually
Me too.
dissected an owl pellet and it had a skull in it.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
the skull's
Same.
intact.
Fuck yeah. I put it in my bag.
Okay.
That. Okay.
The animals that come out of that bag are not very friendly.
No.
I think they're designed to be angry, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you be angry if you were a skin and then more than just skin?
Yeah. I guess.
Well, I thought that this would be more fun than it was. But I have a skull now, and I don't have to feed my owl as much of my owl food. So that's good.
I really want to know what this ring does. Do you know how much effort it would have taken to carve a ring out of stone? It's delicate work.
We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. So whenever we get to a wizard.
Well,
Wait, Dora's a wizard. Why don't we just ask? What is this plan that we came up with?
We were. God damn it.
Dora's farther away.
Yeah, and I guess Dora is also not because we also need a cleric, probably.
Yeah.
Dora
probably.
is definitely not a cleric.
So,
Yeah.
Dora,
so
necromancy.
actually, something Journey's going to say while we're all outside or alone is going to be, I am fully on board with a desire that we have if we want to go to Gadu to try and find out what's wrong with your mother, Ellie. But there is magic affecting her. It is my belief that the magic is responsible for much of what is wrong with her. And the magic is designed to be hidden except those with an expertise in hell. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's simply a brain thing or something that a simple healer can fix. But
I mean, clerics can remove curses, yes?
if it's a curse, hell magic is complex and strange in a similar way that fairy magic is, right? It doesn't exactly conform to the regular way of things. Sometimes a dispelling of curse will work on fairy magic, but sometimes the fairy magic is stranger, and sometimes it is weirder and more powerful. Hell magic has similar rules sometimes. Your detect magic spell couldn't even see that it was there. Right? The only reason I could even tell that there is any magic at all is because I have been imbued with the powers of hell. Like I said, I'm happy to go get a healer. I suspect it will not help.
I mean, we may as well try.
Yes. In the absence of anything else, try what we can try. No use ruling anything out when we haven't even tried it.
Right.
I simply wish to express my conviction.
That's fair. We hear you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll do what we can. See what works and see what doesn't.
Maybe we'll have more information from Niberius.
Right.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
I mean, that is something, right? If it doesn't work, then we know that doesn't work, and we know that we're going to need something else. So we learn something either way.
True.
If remove curse doesn't work, then it's not a curse.
I am also, as I believe you saw in my letter when I showed it to the two of you, a lack of knowledge disturbs me, and while it is my belief that the magic is what is restraining her memory, I could be wrong. What if it is something that, for whatever reason, we don't know what happened there? We don't know the end results or whatever conversations took place. It could be that it is keeping her healthy in some manner.
What, keeping her from dying?
I have no earthly idea, Ellie. It's a very remote possibility. I have no reason to suspect that that is the case, but we don't know what it does. Maybe
we find somebody who would be able to diagnose that better.
Maybe she witnessed something mentally scarring, not just to the effect of running a mind away, but something which could actually drive someone insane, and the removal of the memory is actually in some way kind. Maybe it wasn't Amon who put it there. Maybe some follower of hell, someone who was intent on cleaning up Amon's messes did it. Like, it is entirely supposition that we are working on.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go along with this. I just want everyone to be aware that while it is most likely in my mind some form of curse, and most likely in my mind the thing keeping her from remembering, it is entirely possible that dispelling it with ordinary magics without understanding it could have negative consequences.
I get it.
Very well. I have pushed too far.
You're fine. I'm thinking the same things. Yeah?
Yes.
We'll just... Sorry.
You are
It's
well within your rights to be upset over this. I forget.
It's...
I mean, maybe it's just a curse, and we find a cleric, and the cleric can clear it up easily, and she's fine. And we find everything we need to know from that, and then everything is fixed. You don't like it could also be that, right? Like it could also be good things. It doesn't always have to be what if it's the worst? What if it's the best, you know? What if it's fine?
I really wish it would be.
uh, Journey turns around and leaves.
Hmm.
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 Okay.
All right.
He's gonna go inside.
Guess this conversation's over then. I'm I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier.
What?
I I yelled at you.
Oh,
You were
it's fine. It's
uh,
fine. It's all right, Ellie. It's fine.
I okay. I was just worried.
Yeah, I think we're all worried.
All right.
I'm I'm gonna go I'm gonna go find Jan. I gotta go I really didn't talk to them at all
Hmm.
while we've been here, and I owe them that much.
Yeah.
I'll see you inside.
All right. See you.
He like bumps her arm.
Yeah. She sort of. I think she takes a moment and then she just sort of like hugs him
Ah,
and then goes back inside.
absolutely hugs her back very tightly.
Yeah.
Um.
Um,
Yeah, I think Jan is out back doing some practicing.
can I try to sneak up on them?
Yes, roll stealth.
I think I've rolled like twice this game. All right.
Perception.
Fuck. Not no.
What was it?
3 plus. It was 3 plus my stealth, which is like 4 or 5.
Jan got an
No.
8 on the die, so both
Wait, wait, wait,
didn't
wait,
do
wait, 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 wait. I have to know. Hold on. My okay. I do have proficiency.
Let me open
It's
up
an 8
Jan's
as
sheet.
well.
It's an 8. Okay, what's perception? What's Jan's bonus to perception? Fuck, I can't read. I can't read shit.
Oh no.
No, they've got a +5 to perception.
Damn it.
They fucking see you.
Damn it.
Ellie,
Ah.
been
Hi.
busy with your friends today.
Yeah, I'm yeah, a lot's been going on. Um
Yeah, thank you. I don't I don't know if I said thank you earlier for
don't mention it.
getting you Vane.
It's no problem.
Another spar?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do athletics contest.
Mhm. Bip, 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 bip.
Ooh,
God.
what was it?
Um Uh, hold on. Yeah, 8.
Jan got a 9.
Fuck! I feel like this happened last time too.
That's so good. It's very close. It's an easy. You're not going at it. It's an easy
No.
sort of sparring, just kind of practicing different
The gay
blocking.
tension is too much. You're both distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tension is a little bit much, and I think yeah. Uh, eventually, uh, Jan disarms you, but then just lets you pick up your blade.
Fuck.
Thought in your mind.
mm. Yeah. Yeah. You could say that. Uh, how's Javine doing?
Uh, she's doing really well. I mean, she was up and at 'em in the morning. You would know better than I would. But the
Yeah.
house is is clean for now. Well,
She was complaining about you trying to clean it.
it's probably significantly less clean now that she's been back for a few hours.
I'm sorry we didn't really get to, I don't know, talk, or I didn't get to meet with Yvain much or whatever, because
Vane is not. You met with her. That was.
oh, oh,
That's
I
how she
see,
is.
I see.
Um, unless it's for training. Even then, it's not too different. I'm. You'll get to meet Yvain. I guess properly eventually,
Yes, yeah.
right?
Um, I'm
You'll be back for Revena. You'll be back.
yeah. Well, yeah. I'm gonna be back for her and also you, dumbass.
Jan blushes.
Listen, it, I'm gonna be back. We have some stuff to take care of, but um, we'll be back around. My sister's actually gonna be coming this way to meet up with my mom. So you get to meet the whole family.
I do.
Haha.
Well, I'm glad I get to meet the best one first.
Oh my god.
Jan blushes also as they say.
Ellie's just silent.
And then and then Jan
Fucking.
starts to
Hmm?
like uh goes quiet and starts to put a little bit more effort into the sparring. Yeah, I'm just like, "Hmm, I do not see it. I will not think it."
Dude, what? Fuck.
Are you're heading out then?
Tomorrow morning. Yeah. I'm just. Hmm. We have a lot to, I don't know, accomplish, do? not used to having this type of agenda. I just, I mean, I just wandered for a year and a half. I kind of knew what I was looking for, but I didn't know where to start. So having this direction, it feels weird.
I would imagine so. Maybe maybe one day I'll feel that call to adventure. But for now, it's good to be. For now, my directions are always towards the next tournament. Gotta get some practice in. Not that Yvain isn't. Yvain is. Yvain is incredible, but you've got to know a number of opponents in order to really round you out.
That's true enough. What did Yvain do before they were here? Do you know?
No, she doesn't talk too much about it, but she's. Oh, she probably did something. She might have even worked. I think she's. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I think she was. Uh, she might have served near Najera. She's from Vaisha. I know that.
Served?
There is a little bit. You would know this, Ellie. There's a little bit of a conflict. It like flares up kind of sporadically in between
Okay.
Olinthicon and Vaisha.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
sort of yeah, at the border with the mountains. There's a little bit of a there's disputes going on.
I see.
Um,
Where are those places?
uh, oh God,
Sorry.
why can't I do directions? East of the Sea of Styx, right over there.
And I'm just it's just because it's hard. There
Yeah,
aren't
no
any
worries.
labels for those
Okay.
places.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Najera. It's like you're at the X and then you go slightly down to the right for Sea of Sticks. Okay. Interesting.
yeah. I should
Oh,
do the. I just didn't want it to get too crowded with the. I'll do
it's okay.
the funny the funny region names in the next version of the map whenever I get to
Cool.
it.
Take your time. That's incredible.
Oh right, I'm Jan. Yeah, this is a conversation between Jan and Ellie, one of whom is an NPC, which means I have to talk.
I
Listen,
love that when that happens.
it's it's nighttime.
It is nighttime. It's okay.
Jan, yes,
Mhm.
yes. She doesn't like to talk too much about before coming here, but she seems to be a lot happier where than from wherever she was. But I know she's glad not to have to give up the sword entirely.
Mm.
I think she would get too restless.
She's lucky then, I guess, to have you to keep her company.
I'm just as lucky to have her. You know there's not a lot of there's maybe like young kids, but there's not really people Jan's age
Mm,
in the village.
gotcha.
Jan's just a little lonely, and that's yeah.
They're just a boy.
Yeah, they're just
They're
um
just.
yeah. I think you spar for a while.
Yeah.
All right. And I think um anything for the evening, because otherwise we will start you on your journey and probably wrap up for tonight.
Nothing for me.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Willow, you are unable to sleep again.
Yep.
You have 2 points of exhaustion now.
Cool.
2 points of exhaustion. Oh,
Speed
Yeah, I
halved.
looked it up. Half speed.
half speed? Okay.
Yep.
It's
In
not,
addition to the disadvantage.
yeah,
Yep.
Oh,
okay. It's not the attack roll disadvantage yet. Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah. So some of you wake up in the morning, and Willow, you've been awake. Um,
ugh.
and Ellie, you start to lead your companions back to your hometown. Waving goodbye to your friend Yan and their
Yes.
aunt and your mother, promising that you'll be back. And that's where we'll leave for tonight.
Wow.
Good night,
What
Twitch.
a session.
Good night.
Okay.